Week 6 of Madden 19 round robin will end tonight with Monday Night Football as Alex Smith and the Washington Redskins take on the AFC's hottest in team, the Indianapolis Colts from Lucas Oil Stadium tonight on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Indinapolis Colts. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. And standing by for the call are Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis. Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said: the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Now we take it in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
He navigates, he manipulates, he cycles through progressions with laser-like focus, and he can make any tough throw that you need because he'll stand in the pocket and make it happen.
His first carry, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Luck. To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe down. If you got it, the benefits of practice. Toe down, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, Luck. And that's incomplete. And here's the Redskin defense.
At corner is Josh Norman. I would think he'd want to quibble a little bit. Actually, Josh had a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, as all the receivers in the NFC East, they would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. catch nearly got him at first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Locke off the bootleg. And this is going to be incomplete.
I was a brother trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. So out now come the Redskins. They'll run it down. Have a go. And a short pickup here as we're going to cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're open, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miguel Woods there to make the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we gotta watch in this one. Gotta be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. And take it right at the 35. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now our game's had a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag on some back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? They create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Luck. And that's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could possibly imagine, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's caught by Rogers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you see zone defense, you know you get a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. showed some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league. We just saw an example of that nice run there. I looked at him coming out of college. I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how he was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, guys stand complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you don't short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, they break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now it's long. It's good for here, and it's Eli Hilton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Hilton's first catch, good for the first down. A little under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. That didn't need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. A lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run with the former Ole Miss rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And on his first carry, he loses the football. And the Redskins have what to do. He's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Okay.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Following a fumble recovery, Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And before they can get settled in here, time expires. On the first quarter of action. Nothing our score. We'll come back to Indinapolis after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you, you're hungry. Snickers. satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. First down throw, it's Smith. Josh Dotson's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How big get much more balance than this? Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Smith. This is caught. And he's put down after a very nice game. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Smith. Fighting for pressure. Pressure now, it's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Now Woods. Lost a credit, counted for a loss of 6.
Well, that was point counter play, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stepped up after only a couple of yards to get it down to 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And they'll run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. They have punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Love. He's going to flip one out here to his right back. And he's outbound. Able to take this one out to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him the football, and he kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to throw up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. It appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Love. That's good. And he slips her past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indinapolis right after this.
While we're here, this is a good time to remind us of some news. Obviously, with with racial injustices in the world, the Redskins will be called the Washington Football Team, and they have retired their logo. So this means they will be wearing their retro jerseys for basically the rest of the season unless something big happens. Also, the next year's round robin tournament will expand to 32 teams, and the schedule format will be pretty identical to the real NFL schedule, except it'll be one team from each opposing conference versus the 8-8 that's been done in the past.
Finding its stride, another first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
And it seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
It's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Love. To the left side, complete.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Lost our penalty game there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in. The Colts score. Joe Wilkins taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going in and tapping out the first half. Now there's still time. They got to make a decision about where they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let the return guy touch it.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri over tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but now the board takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As I'm stopping with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. And it's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
What they did have like defensively is they showed a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They'll come after him, they'll step back. I think that's what you need to do to keep your offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Trying to middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
So my observation has been a nice line in play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the Converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off 10 tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open and complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on down and trying to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, see you right back out to Brandon Gunn.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is Field a couple yards deep. And he'll be run down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt, show them one thing, kill them with something else.
The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And they will break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? The guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now. Out we go. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from an elite horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Smith on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. That is meant open for a first down. It's what a fastball, but that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. What are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here's Tressway now. As he'll find a way for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. There's the Colts Sounds. They get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean a magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
They begin the drive with eyes. And they'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and they'll make it second and 4.
Both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
But when you're down, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you put normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
There's one. And this one's going to be incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. They'll bring up third down. Pretty good coverage there. Both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the gun on third down, run. That's going to be tipped away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain the drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indinapolis. Harris now return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Smith on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards and they're up on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, good able to use the size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Smith. And his pass. Not get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders went a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think he's being overly critical there. He's just analyzing it. He gets those shoulders right. That pass will go incomplete.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he drops this off to Townsend complete. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he should have caught it.
And I think we received it at the same time. Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yards about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Going on 3rd down, Smith. On the sideline, and he will have the 1st down. He was able to keep the beat in bounds. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Well, he saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now. Out the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. His throw caught about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We're going a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith now. From the gun, he'll throw. 5 time was left, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to put it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's some there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the gun, Luck. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
It's always a battle. Let's go for the 1st down. The offense and the defense. Let's face it. You got the ball. 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down, but away for that 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Luck again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's it away, and it falls down incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one. Knock it away. It brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Chester Rogers, 75 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Military now to tack on the PAT. Military connecting on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in an Indinapolis touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Guts feeling in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher, Racket Pinballs, this is my David Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And it'll be brought down just shy of 45. And a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to leave things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Play action. It's Smith. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. He's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now first down throw. It's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incomplete pass here now, it's 2nd and 10. And off comes to Peterson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And you have 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you guys start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now is the go time?
I think now is the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Peterson. And he's going to find his way forward here for modest gain. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Yet at the same time, not going so fast. That's way too much time on the clock.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards that time, a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said to the defensive line. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
Smith now throw. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll bring it down at the 13-yard line. Give it 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Peterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We're going to timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Peterson. Whistles now on the timeout. Defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tighter, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another fourth-quarter comeback?
It's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut it down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet. Back to throw. And that's complete to Ryan Graham. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. 7 yards to pick up on the Mitchell catch. They'll look to throw. Forford's running back is got it. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps it over the line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. It's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. smell victory now. They take a knee.
It's amazing.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
This is definitely a upset tonight in Lucas Oil Stadium as the Washington Redskins hold on and beat the Indianapolis Colts 20-14.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you did well on the road, doesn't matter any opponent, get out of there like you stole something.
Coming up next on ABC, we'll be your late local news. If you want more coverage of this game, including reactions from the NFL Live gang and thoughts from us, please tune to ESPN for Sports Center, which will have a comprehensive breakdown of everything that happened in tonight's game, including a preview of the October 26th game. Next time we're on Monday Night Football, as Sam Darnold and the New York Jets will take on Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints at the Superdome. Coverage will begin at 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, then switch to ABC at 8. And then kickoff will be at 9, presented by Principal Financial Group.
Presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.
From Lucas Oil Stadium, coming up next on ABC is your late local news. As this has been a presentation of ABC Sports, the worldwide leader in championship television.